MBTI proposes that there is actual a type development that goes along with each person's type. And this is true with career development as well, that there are certain stages of career development that follow along the type development. The first stage, which what Super calls the growth stage, is ages 4 to 13. During the career development part, this is when people are becoming aware of their future and they're finding ways to really develop who they are. They're trying to develop some competencies and they want to get some control over their own life. The type development during this time is the dominant function. This is when the dominant function emerges and really becomes a guiding force within their life. As we look at the next stage, which Super calls exploration, this is ages 14 through 24. In the career development piece of this is where we're going to crystallize, specify, and implement an occupational choice. For the MBTI, this is when that auxiliary function is really going to emerge, and it's going to help to balance the proportion of the dominant function and how the dominant function is being seen. Within this stage, this is the establishment stage, as Super refers to it. And this is when we really look at how our careers are stabilizing, maybe they're consolidating a little bit, and we're even advancing within our careers. And as we look at that, we can correlate that with the type development. This is where the dominant and the auxiliary functions are really working well together. They're functioning as a pair, a partnership. And this is where the tertiary function may actually begin to emerge. In this stage, we call this the maintenance stage, and this is when, career-wise, we tend to start to stagnate. We may even update a little bit, we may do a little bit of enriching, and maybe a bit of innovating or changing. And this is when the tertiary function has drawn in, and it's keeping people from really stagnating if they desire. And for those who are really trying to keep up or innovating, the tertiary function is going to give them new directions and new behaviors, and the inferior function is going to emerge. But this is only going to happen if the individual is willing to change, willing to innovate instead of stagnating. This is when the inferior function is also going to provide new directions and even some new behaviors. Lastly, we look at the disengagement stage. This is retirement stage. In our career, this is where we accelerate and we're starting to do more planning and living. And at this point, for the MBTI, we're looking at the conscious inclusion and integration of all 4 functions.